Hello and welcome to Zaman chemistry class. So it's time to restart. Whenever our phone is switched off, we restart our button. And whenever some situation arises in our life that we have to restart our button of the life. So this is the time to restart. Those who are feeling that they will not get the chance, they should restart their button immediately as early as possible. So in this video, I'll describe the how to restart the button and how to continue the journey and what are the strategic plan and what are the syllabus and what are the strategic plan and the so many things will be described in this video. So remember one thing that you should always start with a very positive mind and remember and say yourself that yes, you can. You are restarting the button and yes, at the end of the year 2025, at the end of the NEET or JEE Mains, you will definitely get success. So don't lose hope is the moral of the story. जिसने सीखा लाइफ ने कभी भी ना झुकना, हॉट सीट में मिलेगा भैया उम्मीद से दुगना. So restart your button. So I think it's the time to restart. Restart for 2025. So for the restart for 2025 NEET journey, listen carefully what I am telling. So first you have to know your syllabus very well. So what are the syllabus? Syllabus of class 11 and class 12 that we have to cover within the next 1 year. So first, number 1, basic concept, which is a very important chapter. That concept of the mole, Avogadro number, atoms, molecules, and the atomic number and the atomic mass unit, gram atomic weight, equivalent weight, normality, molarity, so many concepts. And this chapter is interrelated with so many other chapters of the class 11 and 12. And second chapter is the redox chapter. So while reading, you must read this chapter simultaneously so that you can correlate or coordinate well. Next, chapter number 3, 4 and 5 is the atomic structure, periodic table and chemical bonding. This 3 chapter again is interrelated chapter and you must, while reading, you must read these 3 chapter simultaneously because these chapters are interrelated. Next, number 6 and 7 is the thermodynamics. Thermodynamics is very important chapter, and equilibrium is one of the largest chapters of class 11 and 12. Equilibrium, it has got basically 2 parts: physical equilibrium and chemical equilibrium and your ionic equilibrium. So equilibrium is one of the largest chapter of class 11 and 12. Okay, next, number 8 is the p block element. P block element from the inorganic chemistry, group 13 and 14, boron family and carbon family are included. Number 9 is the general organic chemistry, is very important chapter. The fundamental basic of the organic chemistry deals with this chapter. So for strengthening the organic chemistry, this chapter is very important. Okay, so without this chapter, the organic chemistry will be very much uncomfortable. Therefore, you must go through this chapter very well. And the last chapter of the class 11 is the hydrocarbon. Next, in the class 12, in the physical chemistry, there are three chapters. Number one, solution. Number two, kinetics. And number three is the electrochemistry. And three chapters from the inorganic chemistry, D and F block element, 4, 5, and 6. Coordination compound, and the P block element, that is group 13, 14 was in the class 11, group 15 to 18, 15, 16, 17, and 18. These four groups are included in the class 12. So 4, 5, and 6 are the part of the basically inorganic chemistry. So while reading this P block element of the class 11 and this P block element of the class 12 should be read simultaneously, and before that you must ensure that you have completed chemical bonding, periodic table, and atomic structure, these three chapters. So after reading these three, you must go through P block element and this P block element and D and F block element and coordination compound, because these are very much related with the atomic structure, periodic table, and chemical bonding. Next is your organic of the class 12, has got so many chapters. So organic up to the hydrocarbon was in the class 11. So in the class 12, you will start from the chapter haloalkane and haloarenes. Haloalkane, that is the RX, and the haloarenes, that is your chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, etc. and so on. Next, number 8 is the alcohol, phenol, and ether. Alcohol, phenol, and ether. Alcohol, phenol, and ether. Number 9 is your aldehyde, ketone, and carboxylic acid. Aldehyde, ketone, and carboxylic acid is the number 9 is your aldehyde, ketone, and carboxylic acid and acid derivative. Carboxylic acid and acid derivative. Number 10 is the after the aldehyde, ketone, and carboxylic acid, nitrogen containing compound including amines. Nitrogen containing compound including amines. Number 11 is your biomolecules, and number 12 is the last chapter, that is the practical chemistry. This is included from this 2024 onwards. So practical chemistry including both the inorganic and organic practical chemistry is the last chapter, that is the chapter number 12. So this 10 and 12 in class 11, 10 chapters, and class 12 chapters. So this 12 chapter should be always keep in your mind. Always should be keep in your mind these 12. 10 plus 12, 22. 10 plus 12, 22. These numbers should be, this 22 number should be always in your mind so that you can correlate and coordinate with the chapters. So during the reading, again repeat, you must read simultaneously the interrelated chapters. Okay. Next is what are my resources? What are my resources? So what we have to read, what is my study material should be? Number 1 is the NCERT. Cover to cover NCERT you must ensure. Cover to cover, you must understand the every topic. You must understand every topic of the NCERT. So next, number 2 is the NCERT exemplar. NCERT exemplar. Next, number 3 is your NCERT fingertips by the fingertips by your MTG publication. Fingertips. And finally, number 4 year 36 years previous year question. These four are the principal. These four are the principal your study material. So NCERT, NCERT exemplar, fingertips, and 36 years PYQ. These four are the principal your study material. And believe it or not, it will be sufficient if you go cover to cover NCERT, if you understand every topic, if you understand the every line of the NCERT and the every questions of the NCERT and NCERT exemplars and the fingertips and the 36 words PYQ. Apart from these, two more books are suggested. Number one, in the inorganic chemistry, Sudarshan Guho. These books is basically basic plus. So you first ensure your basic, complete your basic first, and after that you should go through the Sudarshan Guho inorganic chemistry based upon the JEE of the JEE inorganic chemistry is a well-known book. So based upon the JEE chemistry, this concise book is the Sudarshan Guho is a very good textbook. You can solve through this. This book is little bit higher than the basic. So you first ensure you have completed the basic. After that, you must go through this one. And in the organic chemistry, Chauhan sir, AMS चौहान सैर्स ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री जो बालाजी पब्लिकेशन में आता है, बालाजी पब्लिकेशन. So these are the books, and apart from these, what are those? The DPPs, the different mock test, different unit test, different chapter wise test, the different your previous year questions. So these are your complete study material. So principally you first complete these four, and after that, if time permits, you can go through for your reference in inorganic chemistry Sudarshan Guho sir's books, and in the organic chemistry MS Chauhan sir's Balaji publication का जो किताब आता है, that book. Okay, so these are the principal your books. Now one of the very frequently asked question by the students, sir, how many hours is required for cracking the NEET or JEE Main? There is no limit actually, but believe it or not, if you prepare yourself consistently 9 to 10 hours from the very beginning, 9 to 10 hours from very beginning. This is May, you are just starting. So divide the 12 month, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March and April. So these 4 months, 9 to 10 hours. These September, October, November, December, you will accelerate. You will just accelerate your curve, and 12-hour standard reading. 12-hour standard reading is required these 4 months, and January and February month onwards, and March, April onwards, 13 to 14 hour. 13 to 14 hour is required, because you will solve the mock test during this time. So first, in the beginning, you will start 9 to 10 hours. Persistently and consistently. Remember the word, very important, consistently. So divide these 9 to 10 hours into the 3: physics, chemistry, biology or mathematics. Regularly, these 3 subject must be read: physics, chemistry and mathematics and biology. But this is accepting tuition, accepting your tuition. Remember these hours, these 9 to 10 hours or 12 hours or 13 to 14 hours, this is basically your self-study time. Self-study time. Self-study time. Self-study time. Therefore, these hours are very, very crucial. 9 to 10 hours you will start from the beginning, and after that, whenever September, October, November, December, you must revise whatever you read in the May, June, July, and August. You must revise the additional 9 hour subject: physics, chemistry, and biology or mathematics. So rest 3 hour. This is the 9 hour, and rest 3 hour. You will read the revise, revision, revision, and you may also give some additional test, DPP. So these are the 3 hours should be devoted like this one. And these January, February, March, and April month, you will again, there will be mock test every day. Mock test at least 100. At least 100 mock test. First chapter wise and then full syllabus wise. First chapter wise and then full syllabus wise mock test. Regularly you should give for 100, at least 100 to 110 or 20. So that mock test and the analysis of the mock test you will do for 5 hours, and still the portion is left, or still the portion you revise that require your memorizing, so that should be devoted here. So these 9 hours and 5 hours, so this is the basically your study time. And finally, which is very, very important, that is to maintain your regularly and consistently. Without regularly or consistent reading, so for these, how to check whether you are preparing well or not? How to check whether you are on the track, or not? How to check? So first, you maintain a diary. Maintain a diary. Okay? And make a feasible routine. Make a feasible routine according to your tuition or according to your online class, whatever may be. You make a feasible tuition, that 10 hour your self study time. So what must be read first 15 days? So maintain a diary and make a feasible routine for 15 days. And at the end of the 15 days, at the end of the 15 days, you check whether you have achieved your goal or not. You make a short target that these 15 days I'll complete in the physics this chapter, in chemistry this chapter, in the biology or mathematics this chapter. And after the 15 days, you check your diary, whatever routine you have made, and whether you have completed or not. Sometimes it may happen that you may have some problem, maybe due to the physical or maybe due to your some familial problem or whatever maybe. So make a buffer day. So 14 day, you make a routine for 14 days, and one day should be kept for buffer day. By chance If you could not complete within this 14 days, then the additional day should be utilized for that. But remember, which is very, very important, there should not be any backlog. No backlog. There should not be any backlog with your teachers or with your online classes. Whatever the syllabuses are progressing, you must ensure yourself that you are preparing very well. Okay? And next, how to complete one chapter. How to complete one chapter. How to complete one chapter. First, point number 1. So, you are attending the class, whether online or offline, you take a very good note from your teacher. So, take note from your teacher. Point number 2, then you study yourself. NCERT first, followed by NCERT exemplar. You do not forget this book, followed by the fingertips. And look at the 36 years previous year question book, MTG publication. So study yourself and make additional note if required. So take a note from your teacher during your online or offline class. After that, study yourself. NCERT exemplar. Every question of the NCERT and NCERT exemplar, followed by the fingertips and the 36 years QYQ must be solved. And that must be remembered conceptually. That I wanted to mean, because you need not to remember the fact, but you have to remember the concept, because in the NEET or JEE Main Advanced, concept is required to crack. And next, solve different DPP. Next, you give the chapter wise test, and followed by part test. Part test means 3 or 4 combined chapter. Every test, whether that is the DPP or the combined test or the part test, that must be time bound. And another my suggestion, the fingertips book contains every chapter has 100 MCQ. You give that 100 MCQ in the OMR sheet. Always use OMR sheet, whether that is the DPP or the fingertips and the chapter wise test and the part test, OMR sheet and time bound. So one chapter, that should be your way of the preparation. So many times of the revision is required. So after 2 to 3 chapter, every day, after completion of the 2 to 3 chapter, every day 1 to 2 hours you spend for the revision. What you have read, that must be revised very, 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 very well. So by this way, you prepare one chapter. So after completion one chapter, and if you are starting the second chapter, remember the first chapter should not be forget at all. Therefore that chapter always should be keep in your mind, that I have to revise every day at least 1 to 2 hours you devote for the revision of the previous chapter, whatever you read in the biology or the physics or the chemistry or the mathematics. You just may just look and revise that 2 hour, that revision at the, that will be very much fruitful at the end of the day. So by this way, we will start your preparation, and remember few things regarding your preparation, that time is very much precious, and every second matters. Every second matters. Okay. And remember another thing, that there is no other way apart from the your hard work. Hard work छोड़ के कुछ नहीं होगा. Okay? Hard work is directly proportional to the success. As much as you can hard work systematically and strategically, expect it. All of you, if you follow strategically and systematically, definitely you will get success. So all the best. Restart your button. First thing, you should know your syllabus very well. In class 11, there are 10 chapters. Basic concept, number 1. Number 2, atomic structure, periodic table, chemical bonding, redox. Number 6 is thermodynamics. Number 7, equilibrium. Number 8 is the P block element. Group 13 and 14. Number 9, general organic chemistry. And number 10 is the hydrocarbon. And in class 12, there are 12 chapters. Number 1, from the physical chemistry, solution, kinetics, electrochemistry. Number 4, D and F block, coordination, compound. B block, your 15 to 18, and the rest of the organic, haloalkane, haloarine, alcohol, phenol, ether, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, and acid derivative. Number 2 is nitrogen compound, including amines. Number 11, biomolecules. And number 12 is the practical chemistry. So these 10 and 12, always you should keep in your mind, these are the 12, 22 chapters that you have to cover in the chemistry throughout this 1 year. Okay? The four principal resource material for NEET and JEE Main is number 1, NCERT, number 2, NCERT exemplar, number 3, fingertips, And number 4, 36 years previous year questions. So these are the 4 principal your resource material. Apart from this, for basic class there are 2 books I can suggest. Number 1, Sudarshan Guho in organic chemistry, and MS Chauhan sir's Balaji publication, MS Chauhan's organic chemistry. These are some basic class book, but remember these are the 4 principal books that you should follow for the NEET or JEE Main. So cover to cover NCERT, cover to cover NCERT exemplar, fingertips and 36 years PYQ will be the basic, and the basic class is this 2 book you should follow for the NEET or JEE Main. One of the frequently asked question faced by the students, that how many hours is sufficient to crack NEET or JEE Main? Believe it or not, 10 hour, 9 to 10 hour, 9 to 10 hour per day. That is the self study except tuition or other classes is sufficient to crack the NEET. 9 to 10 hours. Remember, 9 to 10 hours is sufficient to crack the NEET. Remember, the most important thing for to crack the NEET or JEE Main is the time. Every second that matters. There should not be any IPL, there should not be any marriage ceremony, or there should not be any New Year, 25th December. There should not be any occasion. Every second is precious, so utilize it as far as possible. How to ensure that one chapter is well completed? So you first take the study note of your from your teacher, followed by NCERT, cover to cover NCERT exemplar, every question, followed by your fingertips, and finally you should go through 36 years previous year questions. Every question, 36 years previous years question is very important. So ensure this thing, then you will automatically cover the chapter. So today we will discuss what is meant by success. Success सुनने में कैसे लग रहा है? Success. What are the 6 S's of success? Number 1 is skill. How to develop skill तब भी develop करेगा जब तुम्हारा knowledge increase करेगा. How to increase the knowledge? So obviously you should go through your textbook and the different recommended books that I have described in my the other videos. So skill is number 1. Second is stamina. Consistently and persistently पूरा 12 month पढ़ना, उसके लिए जो स्टेमिना का जरूरत है, that should be in you for cracking NEET or JEE Main. Okay? Thirdly, which is strength. That has 2 components, physical strength and mental strength. Physical strength कैसे मिलेगा? ठीक टाइम वाइज एकदम पूरा खाना, एकदम हेल्दी फूड खाना, फ्रूट का इस्तेमाल करना, ये सब तो उसका पार्ट है. एंड मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ, you should be mentally strong enough to compete. Okay? And fourth point is the speed with accuracy. थोड़ा स्पीड से पढ़ना है and accurately पढ़ना है. And while solving the MCQ, also you should follow this thing, that is the speed with accuracy you should maintain. And fifth point is the suppleness or flexibility. There are so many topics that apparently hard. Okay, so these topics are hard, so you should not leave any topic. You should be flexible enough that you will grasp the topic rather. Okay, so you should not omit the topic. Every topic, remember, every topic is important. Everything you have to cover. Cover to cover NCERT, cover to cover NCERT exemplar. All thing is required. Cover to cover fingertips and your 36 years PYQ. These are the four resource material, okay, that is required. And finally, your strategy. How, what are the revision plan, what are the mock test plan, unit test plan, and what are the time bound completion. That strategy will ultimately lead to a success. So all the very best, and you should start with a very positive mind that yes, you can.